Hey, coach, tough loss tonight. We kind of spoke earlier before the game about DeWanna Bauer and how she would kind of respond to the Fever crowd. They definitely gave her a rough time, booed her every time she came into the game. How you think she kind of handled that response from the crowd?
Yeah, I think just in sports, it's kind of what you have to anticipate, right? Yeah, I thought she handled it fine. It's kind of how sports works. You go into a former home of yours, and typically, they don't you don't leave on your terms. The fans aren't going to be happy. Yeah, that's what they did tonight.
Looked like Alyssa Thomas was engaging with the crowd a little bit there too, between waving them on a little bit and then looked like maybe chirping some fans on the bench. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I would guess so. I mean, AT is a competitive player, just like their players. Talk to their fans. Our players are going to do the same.
Coach, just throughout the game, started off strong defensively, eventually allowing 107 points. What do you think was kind of missing throughout the game defensively?
Yeah, I mean, we had two poor quarters defensively, the second and the fourth. Uh, you're not gonna win many games when you give up 107 points. Just it's not reliable. Um, they got threes. They got to the free throw line. I think it's the most free throw attempts in a W game this year outside of a overtime game. So that was on us. We have to be a little more solid. That you're just not going to win games when you give up 32 for free throw.
Coach, there was a moment where Cole McConnell, she went down and had to go to the locker room. She eventually rejoined the team on the bench, but can you kind of tell me what happened? I don't believe she got back in the game either. Can you tell me what was going on there?
I think she did come back. I think she got sick and needed to go to the locker room. I'm not sure what happened.
Ari McDonald for the Fever, she finished with 27. Was there anything in particular that she was doing to find that success against you guys?
Yeah, I mean, she was moving. She was moving faster than we were moving tonight. She played extremely well. Got downhill. You know, to be giving up 10 free throws to a guard like that is like we were just behind all night, and so give her credit. She had a really big night.
The fouls that just trying to like overcompensate, I guess, to an extent, and then you in a blacker you call for it, or
Yeah, I think just you're behind. They were playing downhill all night. We were slow to the ball.
Coach, we've spoke about the defensive lapses you guys had today, but there are a couple of live ball turnovers, kind of seemed unforced. He kind of discussed that and see if that was maybe because of a lot of games recently, or just what was the reasoning behind that, in your opinion?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll have to look at the film. 19 turnovers is the most turnovers we've had in a while, and so and some of them were unforced, like you said. Uh, and that when you turn the ball over in a game like this, those possessions are very valuable.
We'll go to Zoom. Go ahead, Jesse.
Coach, Sasu has been struggling a bit from some field since coming back from injury. Would you kind of tie that to her coming back from injury, or is there another reason maybe?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Different players find rhythm at different time. Obviously, she's not shooting it or scoring it the way she was early in the season, and that's on us to try to help her, but also for her just focusing on doing the other things also, and we'll get there. We've got time to figure it out here.
Wendy?
Good to see you. I'd like to touch on Natasha Mount and what she's been doing for the team this season. Definitely a lot of improvements. Doesn't matter if she's starting or she's coming off the bench. What have you seen her improve on the most this season?
Probably her screen setting. She does a really good job as a screen setter, understanding her angles, forcing you over, and then also just her offensive rebounding, her knack for the basketball.
I am.
Equal to 6-2. Pop lost tonight. But that was the turnovers to especially getting foul trouble. Just curious to know, how do you guys look to stay consistent on the defensive end, especially with facing the Fury defense next game?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of two different games. They're playing with the double big. Indiana had a ton of energy, and we're playing extremely fast. But yeah, defensively, we got to be better. To give up 107 is it's going to be, you're not going to win those games. So, we'll keep looking at film, and we got to challenge ourselves individually and a group to trust the process, and we got to get back to guard.
Last question, David.
Coach, and you guys talk a lot about coaching and aggression, especially Coach Joyner. How much of the 38 figure comes from Indiana for you guys not really living up to the coaching aggression, and how much of that do you think that was just how they were called in the games tonight?
Yeah, really good question, David. I think it was a little both. We committed some fouls when we were in the bonus, just understanding that we were in the bonus. We gave them free throws. It just, yeah, we were slow to some things tonight defensively, and they play fast. They played free, and we were behind.
Thanks, Z.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Recording stop.